It's 6:10 with James Kurtis and the top 6 Canadian songs as chosen by you. Song number 5 is coming up. Let's take a quick break from the countdown for a few minutes as we welcome into the studio singer, songwriter, musician, Toronto's Amy Savin. How you doing, Amy?
I'm good. How are you, James?
I'm doing very good. You just finished up at the University of Guelph, didn't you?
That's right.
What were you doing there?
I ask myself that every day. I have a music degree, I majored in music, and I minored in English. So I did music to write music, I did English to write lyrics, so...
Can't understand why people take English in university.
It's all about being able to analyze everything that you don't want to analyze.
My brother is a teacher, and he teaches English in high school.
Wow.
What's the purpose?
You know what? It's for all the students that don't like math.
I guess.
It was really interesting. After a while, you sometimes get tired of analyzing stories so deep that you're like, the author did not intend this meaning. But it goes into the psychology of the human mind, and that's what I really enjoy.
And the Coles notes
And
all that stuff.
and Cole's notes and Spark notes.
So the voice you're hearing in the background there, that's your brother Ryan. Ryan joins us in studio as well. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing well, James.
You're part of the band, eh? You guys are all hanging together and
Yeah.
performing together and stuff?
We occasionally jam.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been part of the band for about almost a year now.
But besides trying to sing.
I play the box, which is it's actually called a cajon. I think it's a Latin instrument. It's just basically a box with a big cutout at the back, so it kind of sounds like a kick drum and a snare, depending on where you hit it.
For the CD release, you're going to see him on the full drum. He plays the drums, but he's too modest.
I kind of tinker with everything, because it's kind of hard to find.
So you're the percussionist, isn't that what they call you?
Yeah, if you want to say so.
Well,
Yes, that's correct.
I mean, I'm just looking what instrument you're playing. You're telling me about some odd instrument with a hole cut out of it.
It's so easy to take around that kind of instrument at live performances because you don't have to pack up or put anything together. It's just a portable box and you mic it and it sounds amazing. We did a concert in the summertime and people were coming up to me, where was your percussion coming from? And I was like, it's the box.
Did you bring the box with you, Ryan?
No, I wasn't sure if I was going to be playing today, so.
Well, we kind of switched up the song last minute, so
Yeah.
this one's...
I can play my knee. If that's cool.
Right. It's just as bad as playing the radio, right? So, Amy, you've performed at house parties. You've done coffee houses, some larger auditoriums, live television as well. What would you say is your favorite?
Depends what mood I'm in. You know what? It's always easier to play for a larger crowd than a smaller one because the energy is different. You have people really staring at you and like up in your face, and so you have to connect with them on a far more personal level. When there's like stage lights in your face and you can't see anybody, you're just free to do what you want without feeling pressure. So selfishly, I don't know. Probably.
When you're in a large auditorium with the light shining in your face, you don't know if the people are still there by the time you're done.
You don't, so you can just, think you're amazing.
So you recently conducted an informal online survey. Believe it or not, you did. And the survey was, what is your favorite, most listened to radio station? Do you think radio is dead?
Oh, you're
So,
good.
I'm good. What are your thoughts? Is radio dead?
I think if you're not in radio, if you're not doing radio, then you forget that it's there. I think a lot of people do, because now you have MP3s, you have everything's in your iPod. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Actually, Ryan, you might even have a interesting perspective on...
On radio?
Yeah.
Well, for the longest time, my radio in my car didn't work, so I thought it was dead.
So, Amy, I understand you used to host your own radio show.
You know what? I was in the process of working with a guy in LA to
I'm talking about a long time ago.
a long time ago.
Yeah, when you were young.
Oh, you do your research. You are incredible.
How long ago was long ago?
It is so embarrassing. I should sell those things. All of my radio
Oh,
shows.
you actually taped it?
Oh, totally.
Is
Are
that
you-
why we used to record stuff?
Yes.
Ryan,
Do we really have to talk about this?
Ryan, can you send me some tapes? I mean, there was probably a cassette tape back then, right?
Yeah.
Can you send them to me?
If I can find them, maybe not.
We
You
could have a blast.
Yeah, okay,
You should
maybe,
hear all
maybe
the
we'll
accents
blast
that
from the past.
I pulled off on my radio shows. I was 5 different people all in 5 minutes.
Wow, that's like one person a minute.
It is.
That's just called split personality, and that's actually
It was questionable growing up.
okay.
Who is she really?
Right. So in studio, we think we have Amy Savin, and she joins us live on the new Canadian Countdown. A quote from Facebook, Amy. It's a good thing Facebook has those "How hot am I?" quizzes because otherwise we'd never know. So I want to know, how did you do?
You know what? I didn't even take the quiz. I was too embarrassed. What if I wasn't hot? Then I would have such a low self-esteem.
Because I think it automatically posts the results too, doesn't it?
Probably.
We are speaking with singer, songwriter, and musician Amy Savin live in studio. It's 6:22 right now. Back to the countdown in just a bit. And you've got a song you're about to sing for us.
That's right.
So while you tell us about what song you're about to sing, Ryan's going to move his microphone to mic up the guitar so that we can actually hear what you're singing. So tell us about the song.
Absolutely. This song is called, can you hear that cranking in the back?
That's Ryan moving the microphone.
That's my bones. So the song I'm going to sing is called Fly Robin.
You've just launched your album. It's called Skylines.
Mm-hmm.
What's the significance behind that name?
You know what's interesting?
There's no deep meaning behind it, right? So, just pick a name, right?
I was driving to church one day and I saw the back of a car that said Skylines. I'm like, that's an amazing album title. But so what I did was like, I have a title for Skylines. I was like, now I need to write a song because I can't call my album that and have no song with Skylines. But the title track actually became very significant. The story gets better. There's a chorus in that song that says, when skylines cross, heaven and us will hold freedom then. What does that mean, Amy?
That was me supposed to ask you that. Sorry.
Basically, the idea of this is that when heaven and earth intersect, when we call on this supernatural world that we don't see, that's when you experience healing and freedom. And that's kind of the essence of this whole album, being able to do the impossible, being able to see miracles, because that's what I've so needed in these past couple years, to know that my life is so much bigger than what I see, and that heaven is at my fingertip, and that God is more than able to deliver. So.
Amen.
That's a great story. That's a great story. I've got a ton more questions to ask you that I can't ask you, so we're going to have you come back at some point. We have to get back to the countdown. I ran over last week. I don't want to run over this week, but I know I'm already going. Amy and Ryan, thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it.
Smooth move.
Let me tell you about your favorite